Habari Entertainment proudly presents Habari Live. Habari Live. From Phoenix, Arizona. And you're listening to the Habari Live podcast, the show that brings you news, sports, and entertainment for people who love HabariEntertainment.com. Here are your hosts, Iesha, Jimmy, and Damon Dipleen Ellison. Let's get it going. We are all the way live.
Good morning. I had to put a fourth one in this morning. You know what I'm saying? Another episode of Habari Live this week. We are all the way live from Paradise Valley as always, where we keep you updated on the news, sports, entertainment, and whatever throughout the week.
Whatever
like
else that goes
right.
on. All the drama.
Like always, we are all the way live from the Valley in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's get it going. This week we have a very special guest, Shahira Mcginty, owner of the United Dance Team, where their mission is, where they say dance is art and united is the canvas. UDT mission statement is United Dance Team. UDT is a charitable that caters to dance. We love to give an outlet to youth as well as adults via hip hop, jazz, contemporary, and variety of other dances. Our goal is to reach and teach as many as we can. We love to learn and have fun with dance. Dance is art. United is the canvas. That's pretty dope. And Coach Shay who's Coach Shay? She's your person that does the or is that you?
I'm Coach Shay.
So you do all the choreography and everything too?
No, I actually have choreographers for that.
Oh, okay. So
yes.
Why are they calling you Coach? Because it's just...
Because I'm Coach Shay. I'm the leader. I'm the owner. I'm Coach Shay.
Okay, Coach.
I mean, I have choreographed a few of our routines, which was really fun, but I personally don't feel like that's my forte. So I give it to my choreographers, and they do their thing.
Yeah, I checked out a couple of videos. The kids looked like they were having a lot of fun. I seen you guys at the the march for Juneteenth.
Yes,
Juneteenth out there for that. You guys were out there having fun. I thought that was pretty dope. So you guys always do things like that where you try to go to pageants and parades and things like that?
Yes. So the Juneteenth event is something that me and a friend of mine, she has a business called Sisters Cafe in Buckeye, Arizona.
Okay.
And at that location is where we hosted our first two Juneteenth events ever for Buckeye, Arizona. So Buckeye, Arizona never had a Juneteenth. So United and Sisters Cafe came together and we did that. And it was awesome.
Man, that's dope.
Awesome.
That's what we're talking about. Because my first thought is Buckeye, I know it's not a lot of us out there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you have to put this together yourself and everything and bring everybody together. And hey, that's what it's about, man. Bringing the community together. And I see that's what you guys, your whole foundation is.
Yes.
It's just bringing people together through dance and fun and everything like that. So what ages are the girls? Does it matter how old you are? Do you certain age limit do the girls have to be, or does it have to be girls?
It's not an age limit. It's not an age requirement. Mm-hmm. Our youngest we have right now, I believe it's 4. I just got 2 new dancers, and I think they're both 4. If I'm not mistaken, they're no younger than 5. Mm-hmm. And I have a 1-year-old. Like, she's 1, literally about to be 2, January 8th, and my baby can dance. And I say she's a part of the team, but I can't have her at practice because she's running everywhere. But there's no age requirement. So we have from 1 year old up to adults. I even have seniors been asking me for the past 4 months.
Yeah.
Are you going to start line dancing? And that's something that I plan to do for the new year.
Yeah. Because people like getting exercise, working out, and that's a good exercise for the seniors. Definitely. Yeah. Having some fun, getting the adrenaline going. You know what I mean? So what was your inspirations to get this started? What was your big thing? Was you dancing one day and you like, you know what, I should start helping other people do this because I'm so good?
For one, I have a passion for music, for dance. Okay. I grew up being around family members and other dance groups and other dance teams, and it was just something that kind of stuck with me. But a few years ago, between 2014 and 2015, I was affiliated with another team in Buckeye, Arizona.
Okay.
A good friend of mine, she's from Cali, and she's like, you know what, Shay, I want to get a dance team started. And I'm like, well, let's do it. So we both not knowing what this is going to take, what the outcome of it is going to be. So long story short, we did that. And, I always say it in my other interviews that I've had. We both got pregnant at the same time.
Wow.
So she had to stop. I had to stop. So that little break happened, and then we came back, and then it was just some stuff that wasn't right. Nothing bad, nothing crazy. It's just, and me myself, I said, you know what, I need to step down. So I stopped. It was a point at that journey that I was sad, hurt, wasn't too comfortable with leaving, but I know I had to for the better of me. And then my mother, my daughter, my husband, they was like, stop crying, because I really got in a funk about it.
Wow.
That's all I was doing with her. You know what I mean? She is amazing at what she does. You know what I mean? So, and I took that break, and I'm like, what do I do now?
Right.
That's all I was doing in the community, was being a part of this dance team.
Right.
And I stopped. I cried, stressed, you know what I mean? And my mom, everybody was like, you know what, stop crying. You can do it. My daughter, who's 15, she's one of our team captains of United Dance Team. She was like the main one, like, Mom, just go for it. You can do your own dance team. And I'm looking at her like, I can't do it. I don't know how to do this stuff. You know what I mean? So it all happened. I stopped crying. I prayed about it. God was like, you know what, girl, you are better than this. You can do this. So I took that leap of faith, and June 13th, 2018 is when I had my first meet and greet with the 7 dancers and the 8 parents. And we mingled, we talked, and here I am today with United Dance Team.
That's amazing. I mean, because the perseverance, because sometimes people, you get down and out about yourself, and you just feel down, and you don't get that strength to keep going. And that's amazing, to have that strength to keep going and to persevere and come through, because it's hard.
Right.
And it's not easy. And especially to instill that confidence in yourself to be able to do what you want to do and what you love to do, because you obviously loved it.
Right.
Because if you didn't love it, you wouldn't have cared. It wouldn't have been any crying. You would have went on with your life.
Right.
It just went on.
Right.
You know what I mean? But obviously you cared about this, and you cared about doing this and bringing it up to the community. So, hey, I give you nothing but applause for that, because that's amazing.
Thank you.
And especially for, us, unfortunately, we don't own a lot. And it's to have that condition in your brain that I can do this myself, is always something I always give big applause to, man. Because we're always in the, some of us, we always think, hey, I can't do it. I can't do it. They're not going to let me. The man's going to hold me back. I can't. And just not having that mentality is so great, and so refreshing.
Right.
Because we have to move forward instead of focusing on what we can't do. And I just love that. And that's why we love bringing business owners on, because, it's us starting this business. I know how hard it is.
Right.
Before, I didn't know, you know what I mean? But now that I've started, and I know how much you don't know, and how much you have to learn, and how 24/7 you're taking yourself to school.
Right.
And other people are taking you to school, and you have to listen, and you have to be willing to learn. You know what I mean? And I definitely give you a hand for that. So you started out with 8 parents, and you said 7 kids. 7 kids. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. And where you at now? How many kids you got in your group?
I am at, if I'm not mistaken, the count from Monday, I am at about 27 dancers.
Wow.
So 2 weeks ago, I didn't have this many. And Wednesday night at practice, I'm like, I got a lot of babies here tonight. I'm like, we didn't have this many. So we're growing, you know what I mean? Some come, some stay. I have some that been with me since 2018.
Right.
I have some that came, was like, I don't even know left from right. But Miss Shay and our choreographers, we get them out of that stage.
Right.
So if they are shy, I tell them right from the beginning, hey, are you shy? Yeah, okay, well, Miss Shay gonna get that out of you. And I have.
That's dope.
You can't tell them babies nothing.
Right.
You can't tell them nothing.
Hey, man, it's not easy to get up there and dance and do your thing. You know what I mean? You got people looking at you. You get stage fright.
Right.
And you got to be able to, encourage the kids that this will help. And it does help a lot.
Yes.
Getting that stage fright out of the way, it helps kids to become themselves more, and to be able to be themselves while people are looking at them and not worried about what people are thinking and what people are saying about me. Those are thresholds that are important to pass, because once you are able to get on stage, be yourself, and not worried about what people are thinking about you, that's a big part of life.
Yes.
And you are able to move forward in jobs. Believe it or not, it helps you in working with other people. It helps you to be better in businesses and when you're working in different environments.
Right.
It's good. It's
Right.
really good. And people don't really realize that, how important it is to get kids to get out of that shell and
Right.
help them to get in front of the crowd, talk in front of the crowd, speak in front of the crowd, and feel confident about who they are.
Right.
And dance is a big part of that.
Yes, yes, it is.
Big part, because you know the kids, they're able to be themselves and smile and love what they're doing and bring that energy to the crowd in the forefront, and that's pretty dope. So you said you were from Phoenix, right?
Yes.
That's pretty awesome. Which side you grow up
on? I would say mostly the west side.
Okay.
So I went to Maryville High School.
Oh, okay, Maryville.
Yeah.
Definitely heard of that. I've definitely heard of the Vale. You know, I know it gets kind of tough over there. So,
oh yeah.
What were some of your inspirations growing up to keep you out of some of the troubles and some of the things that come growing up in some of the hoods that's around in Phoenix?
I would have to say a few of the community centers that were around.
Okay.
And then most of all, my mom always having me in church.
That's dope.
I've been in church since I was a little girl, like from stockings. Like I'm finna go deep with it.
Right.
If you get a run of your stocking, mama said, girl, get that Sally Hansen and polish and put it on that stocking so it won't run no more.
Right.
Like I've been in church all my life and I still go to church. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I would say just my mom being that significant other that be like, baby, you can do this. I got you. And I was always in school. I did basketball. I did cheer. I did step. So I had these different outlets that kept me in the right space from not being in the
Right.
streets. And that's what I'm doing with my dancers.
Mm-hmm. And that's so important, man. You got to keep your kids busy,
Right.
keeping them out the streets, because the more time they have, free time they have, the more free time they have to get into some mess.
Yes.
So I mean, that's definitely what we're trying to. Whatever. That's what we're trying to.
I'm the most innocent kid, though. I just stay at home just to avoid trouble.
So, you said you were always into dancing yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, who were some of your favorite dancers growing up?
Oh my gosh, I would have to say, watching. God, I'm gonna go back to Christina Aguilera because she danced a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
I enjoyed watching Beyonce dance.
Oh, definitely.
Missy Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's so many. You know, I've never was on a dance team.
Oh, okay.
As a child or in the youth life stages, but I did mess around with family members and we dance and you know go to the rec center and dance and stuff. But to actually be on the team that I have now, I've never done that.
Wow.
So and a lot of people thinking like, you've never actually been on a team. How were you able to do this? Hey, God put it in me and I got it going.
That's real. You got to start somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's all about, if you're learning and you're able to learn, it doesn't really matter if you don't have that background. But, you know, I remember, you know, how important dancing was for me, because that was some of my first steps in getting in front of the crowd. That's one of the first things I did. Was I danced in this little group with a couple of my homies, and we did these little steps in like junior high. But that right there was my first time getting in front of the crowd, you know, getting over my stage fright, realizing the things that you can do in front of the crowd. Mistakes are going to happen, but it's like, you know, how can you make those mistakes, you know what I'm saying, not be a big deal for the audience, for they don't really see, because they don't really know what you're doing anyway.
Right.
So you learn a lot.
Dance.
Yeah. Man, I was different. You know what I'm saying? When you coming up, man, especially in those times, man, it was a big deal. You know, all the dance steps and all those things in the 90s, you know, it was a big deal before everything got all gangster and crazy.
Right.
You know, it was all about dancing and having fun.
I look at, like, you know what I'm saying, Michael Jackson.
Right.
Right.
I watched
Mike was an inspiration for most.
I still watch. I watch his videos at school still. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dude
is amazing, man.
Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
Rhythm Nation.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That whole album, the video, everything was back then. It was such a big deal when that came out, and man, it was played every minute on MTV. You know what I mean? And her dancing and doing all the choreography, and she would have all type people behind her. It'd be thousands of them dressed the same, and they be doing her little steps. And she was she was raw, man.
Rhythm. No, what's it called? Remember the Time when he was in Egypt? That video.
Yeah.
That video.
Mike You know, Mike, just the Jacksons, period, man. They just were on another
all
level.
of them except for Tito.
We'll never have.
Prince could dance too.
Prince was raw, but we'll never have another family like that.
No,
you know, that's talented again. The internet has ended that. Unfortunately, you can't instill those things in your parents like Mr. Jackson was able to.
Right.
Those
Patrick
things are
said, you ever watch the Mike Jackson videology mini movies?
Yes.
I've
seen those.
What are they
I've
about?
seen a couple. I think. Are you talking about like he actually is like real movie like?
I ain't seen it. Is this like his real life? Like things going on in his real life?
Different footages put together.
Yeah.
I think
is it like
Moonwalker, I think.
It's everything about his life and concerts and stuff. Yeah,
but
I believe it's on Netflix.
I think he also put together like he'll get like his music videos and put them all like in a movie.
Right.
You know what is funny though? To see video of him while he was just chilling. Those things we never would get to see in the 80s and 90s. He was kind of an asshole. I'm not gonna lie to you. When he was like LaToya was talking to something.
He said your voice is irritating.
Your voice is irritating. I was like, dang, Mike, you have to say that, bro. Then he was talking about some girls flopping around. What he's calling them, birds or something?
Fish.
Fish.
He was like,
yeah.
He was like, look at that fish right there. I was like, oh Lord.
Right. He was like, look at she just flopping around. He was talking about her chest.
No, he was like that. No, he goes, that fish got some big.
Right. To hear stuff about him talk, I was like, yeah, dude was wild, man. So you have to know him.
Magic Johnson was talking about the meeting he had with
Patrick said, or when he cut off Oprah.
Oh yeah. I see that. Yeah.
It's to see behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
He didn't want that stuff to come out.
Magic was talking about when he was in the Remember the Time video.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, I was Michael Jackson called me for a meeting. He said, he goes, so his waiter come out and he asked if Michael Jackson had a personal waiter at his house, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But he asked what kind of food they want. He's like, can I have some grilled chicken? Magic Johnson asked for grilled chicken. And Michael asked for the usual. Man, Michael come out with a big bucket of KFC and a bottle of hot sauce. They talk about Michael was still ghetto, like, you know what I'm saying?
He was ready.
Hey, he brought Gary, Indiana, bro.
He still had he brought hot sauce with him to the movie theaters and put hot sauce on the popcorn.
Wow. That's definitely hood right there. Hot sauce on the popcorn.
All the way.
Man, I ain't never heard that. I've done hot sauce on potato chips. So
it was just a different way of having spicy.
We used to do that too.
Still do it.
Yeah.
Still do it. On some Lay's, some Doritos. Yes.
So you got, do you guys have an actual location that the studio that you guys dance at and everything?
Right now, we don't have our own studio. So we have a fabulous school out there in Buckeye, Arizona, by the name of Buckeye Imagine School, who I would say sponsored us to use their gym space for practice. You know, at no cost. You know what I mean? And that was truly a blessing because from when I started, we were at the park, Buckeye Park, by our local community pool. And I'm talking about sunshine. I'm talking about rain. I'm talking about cold. We was out there practicing. I've even had dancers say, Miss Shay, it's not that hot. Baby, it's a heat wave going on. We're not having practice. So for the Buckeye Imagine School to bless us with that space.
That is awesome.
It was awesome because them girls came into the gym and I said, this is your studio. The restrooms, the stage.
That's cool.
As soon as you walk in the parking lot.
Right.
Let's get in that zone. This is your studio until God blesses UDT with a building in Buckeye that says United Dance Team or UDT Studios. You're going to make this your studio. And I really, really appreciate Buckeye Imagine and the principal and Miss Maritza for them allowing us to be there and to have a practice because it changed the whole atmosphere for them girls. For real. They walk in with their bag if they have it, their water bottles, they get in a warm-up spot. So it was a blessing. So we don't have a studio just yet, but
makes you just feel a little bit more legit with what you're doing. You know what I mean? You feel more at home, more comfortable telling people to come over. It just feels more legit in what you're doing.
Yes.
That's pretty dope. And that's dope for them to do that for you.
Yes. I really appreciate them for that.
Patrick said that's real. Much respect.
Yeah, man, that is real because I mean, that's what it takes. It takes the whole community, man. That's why I tell people all the time, we got to stop hating. We have to choose love, man, and be and bring all people together.
Right.
You know what I mean? And just listen to people and stop standing on one side of the aisle yelling at the other people. Let's take a stand across and listen to some people. And sometimes you never know, man. They might have something that you need. They may be able to offer you something and get something for you where you can be able to bring things into your people and give them something better. And that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? We got to stop with the evilness. So last before we go to break here, what is that your inspiration for the future? Do you want to see yourself in your own building with your logo at the top? Is that your dream right there?
Most definitely. That's my biggest dream right now. Like I sleep, eat, drink, pray UDT. Like it's not a game to me.
Right.
You know, I see other dance teams. Yes, they may be bigger and better than us in certain areas, but we're gonna start from the bottom and we're gonna get to the top. And we halfway there.
Yeah.
In my heart, I don't care if it's 2 years from now
Right.
that our community comes together and be like, you know what? These girls need a studio. I'm gonna work for that studio. I don't care if it's one big room and 6 mirrors in front of them. They need their studio. They work hard, like tremendously hard. Fundraising, like it's not a game. Like I have a big dream for them to have a dance studio in Buckeye, Arizona.
And we wish nothing but the best for you guys, and hopefully that comes to fruition for you, because I definitely believe in what you're doing, and I love the way you're passionate about what you're doing, and I think nothing but good things is going to come to UDT. And we're gonna take a quick break here. We're gonna talk to you a little bit more here. Let's be back after this commercial break. Welcome back. We still have Shahira Mcginty over here, United Dance Team. Real quick, let everybody know how they can join up if they have kids who want to be on the dance team. Let them know your website and your social media and things like that.
So we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and we are on TikTok. All of that is United Dance Team.
Okay.
Instagram is United_Dance_Buckeye.
Okay.
Our website is uniteddanceaz.com. They can go onto the website and register their dancers, their sons. I would love to have boys join my team because I don't have any boys, but we are on all social media platforms except for Twitter, because I don't know how to work Twitter.
Well, it looks like it's going to the wayside anyway, the way Elon Musk treating it right now. But definitely catch up with her, please. Jimmy, you want to join up on the dance team?
He's like, no, I don't dance.
He always dancing. He come out doing all the little Fortnite steps.
No, sir. Don't do me like that.
Man,
he come out the bedroom. He slide across the floor. And
he'll start doing them stupid dances.
Sound like my son. He just come out the room. He's like, "What's up? What are you doing?"
Yeah,
I'm weird. I ain't even gonna lie. I come out doing random
things, some Fortnite moves.
Like there be days I come out and just stare at them, and just walk away.
Just look at them with the face of disappointment. That's all you can do. But let's get into some news.
And now, this week's Habari News Weekly with Damon Dipling Ellison. Sponsored by
no one. But if you do want to be a sponsor, hit us up at info@habarientertainment.com. You can sponsor a segment. You can sponsor a show. You can get a sponsorship on the website. You can get a banner. You can do it all, man. We got options. For first we want to talk about the election so far this week. It wasn't the red wave that the old Republicans said they were going to get, though. You know, no red wave. That's what y'all get. Y'all suck. So they lost in a lot of places. They thought they were going to win, and a lot of people, in fact, a lot of people on the news, they figured they were going to win too. But it looks like the Democrats are going to hold on to the Senate. We're not still sure about the Congress. They haven't got to 118 yet, the Republicans. So chances are it looks like that. My bad, 218. You're right. So chances are that it's probably going to be Congress, Republican, Senate, Democrat. We're going to see. It's still up in the air. But Arizona looks like we're holding on. Kerry Lake, you know what I mean? I'm really happy that we did not vote for this idiot. Thank you, Arizona. Right on, Arizona, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you people, man, because we
looks like
about to say something
Mark
else.
Kelly also got.
Yeah, I was gonna say something else. Yeah,
Mark
Kelly's good. You know what I'm saying? I think we had a couple Republicans that did win some districts, but the places that were big and the places that we needed to win, we went blue. You know what I mean? And we went away from these crazy people talking about the election isn't real. Like, can we focus? They need to go back to the drawing board. Because to me, it's tough because you need the other side to push policies for the Democrats to also push policies. Because we need change instead of fighting over cultural differences. And that's what the Republicans want to focus on. And it's so ridiculous. And I just want to get back to policies and laws and things like that and talking about real issues instead of stupid, ignorant things like what's her name? Girl who was talking about
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my goodness, man. She won, unfortunately. I don't know. What do you know? What state she represents? Because I forget. I think she's in Congress, right?
Yes.
Man, but Marjorie, man, she comes out in her winning speech, and she says we have to fight white racism, anti-white racism, and we have to fight the transphobia from the LGBTQ community. Like, what is this is the things that they're focused on.
Right.
We have people that are homeless, rent skyrocketing.
Right.
We have people, the homeless it's ridiculous, especially here. And this is what we're talking about.
Georgia.
That makes sense. Georgia was, man, they were let down this time, man. I don't know what's going on in Atlanta, man. And in fact, you know what, bro? The whole South. The entire South. Because if you want to know the truth, the South should be bluer than my whole wardrobe.
Than Crips. No, I'm just playing.
I mean, for real, dog. They should be blue, man.
You right.
I mean, I don't understand why my people are not voting in the South.
Right.
I mean, why Stacey Abrams lose? Come on, man. We are a majority of that state down there. What's going on?
And then you got Warnock and going into a
this
runoff.
Dude, man, come on, man. Herschel Walker is special ed, bro. Straight up. He was in special classes. And this dude, he gonna win? He in a tie?
Well, that gives me the sky's the limit. No,
and then the thing is that the dude, we got people who were evangelistics. That's who they voted for. Most evangelists, that's who they voted for down there. For the guy with 19 baby mamas. I know I'm exaggerating. But the guy,
like 5 abortions.
But the guy who is an actual minister, I think dude is a minister, they're not voting for him. You know what I mean? That's why you know it's not about right or wrong or anything like that. It's all about hate for them. And that's all they trying to hold on to. You know, because that guy, he's 10 times better than Herschel Walker in every aspect. And there's no reason it should be a runoff. But we got too many people down in Atlanta not focusing on voting, in New Orleans, and all these places. Dude, we are more than enough of the majority. I mean, it's too many black people down there for there not to be black governors.
Those areas
across.
are prominently black.
I mean,
which means
this
that
is where we're
all
from.
offices held should be predominantly.
It should be. Because
black.
most of the people down there, I mean, even if you have a sprinkle of white liberals, you should be killing. Even if it's only 30% white liberals down there, you should be killing.
Right.
Because if all the black people stay on the same and we're all on the same page and we're all voting the same, we would kill them. Right. But obviously, our voting numbers,
we're not united.
It's not coming. So hey, we did a better job in Arizona, man. I did not like being in a red state with all this ignorant laws we have going here, man. It's too much dumb stuff. We have been changing. There's been a lot of change in this state since I've been here. It's just been change after change, year after year. And I think we're heading in the right direction to get away from these crazy people. But we had the police in New Jersey are investigating after a white woman was seen hanging dolls and nooses near a black candidate's campaign signs. So we got, this is what they're on. You know what I mean? This is the stuff they on. I meant to hit womp womp. But this is crazy. This is in New Jersey, searching for, they said they searching for a white woman accused of hanging the stuffed dolls and nooses near a campaign sign belonging to a black candidate running for Congress. The woman on election day hung stuffed toy animals tied in nooses above the political sign for Tim Alexander, a black Democrat running for New Jersey's 2nd Congressional District in the House of Representatives. The investigation revealed video footage that shows a white woman with blonde hair getting out of a late model dark colored sedan, which investigators said appears to be a Buick, and then hanging the stuffed animals from a tree in Middle Township near New Jersey, according to a news release from the Cape May County Prosecutor's Office. We also had a noose found at Obama's Presidential Center construction site, officials say. A noose was discovered at Obama's Presidential Center construction site in Chicago Thursday, prompting the group overseeing the project to suspend work at the site. Wow. Lakeside Alliance, a joint venture of multiple construction companies working on the center, issued a statement saying they reported the incident to police and will provide any assistance required to identify those responsible. This is what's going on, man.
Right.
This is what the right is doing right now. And this is what Republicans are on. They're just on some racist crap right now. And this is why they lost in so many places where they thought they were going to win. Because it's just they're on racism. Racism is their platform right now. Now let's hang nooses everywhere. What are y'all doing?
Right.
You're not focusing on what, at least in the 80s they would fake it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
At least it was faked
and hidden.
They would try to hide it.
Not out in the open.
Right. Yeah. They would try. And they're not even trying anymore.
Trump is the one that allowed and made it okay for them
to be openly racist.
Be openly.
And then be like, oh, it's not racist. That's not racist. You're hanging nooses. Nooses, it's not racist. You know, nothing's racist, and they do all type. They crazy. But anyway, you have any stories?
I do. This week in the news, Scottsdale showcase challenges Valley brewers to use recycled water in their beers.
Wow, that's dope.
Scottsdale. It says Scottsdale Water has partnered with several local breweries to educate people on recycled water and building sustainability during the One Water Brewing Showcase that was held November 4th and 5th.
Mm-hmm.
And the challenge the city utility gave to the breweries was to create a beer using ultra purified recycled water. And in its final form, the beer has to be more than 90% water. Recycled water.
Recycled water.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we need to start using recycled water a lot because
I agree.
We're in trouble, man.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then Walter Station Brewery in South Phoenix came up with an American-style pale ale. Scottsdale Water is the only facility in the state to offer this water resource, although right now they can only use it for sampling or beverage event purposes. but they eventually the city's goal is to use recycled water for tap water.
Oof. It tastes like it's not very good. I wonder if they probably gonna have to use reverse osmosis on it to get
it's gonna be a lot of reverse osmosis. It was a few different steps that they had listed for the purification process, but reverse osmosis was one of the steps that they were going to be using in the process.
Arizonans, are used to getting their own water because we don't drink out the tap.
Right.
No one drinks out the tap here, which is different because where I'm from, everybody drinks out the tap.
Right.
From where I'm from, everybody drinks out the tap.
That's all we
water.
do is drink out the tap. Yeah. So it's kind of different, out here, but you have to get used to different ways of life.
Right.
And if we don't start doing things differently,
you don't adapt.
It's gonna be even worse. We're already used to not drinking tap. So could you imagine if we have to go through something different? We're gonna have to move. I mean, it's gonna be a point where we just have to get out of the desert because if they don't come up with something, it's not gonna be enough any more water.
It's been a few different studies or whatever they were saying by like 2050. Arizona may be unlivable because of not only drought conditions, but the climate
water
being extra hot during the summer months, and it's continually getting hotter each year.
That's real,
and for longer periods.
On a good note, Patrick says, "Yo, those Habari shirts are cold. We see you, Iesha."
Hey, if you want one, inbox me. They start at $15.
Yeah, man. We have our elections in Maricopa County. We was able to keep down the disinformation. We was able to fight off the people who were armed watching the ballot boxes, and we were able to have even though we're slow. I don't understand why they keep coming up with excuses talking about it's our laws and some crap. Man, we are last every year. Every year. Well, come on, man. We're last in education. We just, come on, man. We can't count the votes. Every year we the last one.
The last one.
Come on, man. Can we get in the middle or something? Florida counts faster than us.
But you know what I was looking to, though? On the news, they were saying the reason why Florida counts their votes faster than we do in Arizona is because Florida, they have a cutoff time for their early voting. Voting stops.
I heard the excuse. Well, y'all need to start counting earlier.
So if early voting starts most of the time in the middle of October.
We can mail in votes until the last day. So that means that stuff doesn't get there for a while. And I understand that. But if they were voting the earlier votes that have came in, if they already had
that's
those
what I was just
voted,
about to say.
Then maybe they can get
when they open up the early voting starting in the middle of October.
They should already start
They
voting.
should start counting the votes as they come in.
Right.
That would put them on the track to having all votes counted by election night.
You would think so. We've been going through a lot because of Trump saying that the elections are rigged. So it's tough here because we got a lot of crazies here. Us in Florida, we fight, for the crazy people title. You know what I mean? And the dude with the fur and the horns in his hat on January 6th,
he unfortunately was from Arizona.
He was from Arizona.
I don't know what's funnier, the fact that it got all quiet, then the womp came in.
Yeah, it's bad, bro. So, you know what I mean? I just want to change our outlook of our state, man. And we got to change a lot of things. One of the things I wish that we need to change for real is our outlook on public schools here.
Right.
Because it's really bad. And it's so many kids are being left behind, man, because they don't have money to be able to go to these private schools and all these things.
But there has been an increased
the test scores.
Not test scores. I was going to say micro schools. There's been an increase in micro schools.
Yeah, we also need to get more schools led by Black people out here.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The micro schools that are popping up, they're being led by Black women.
HBCUs out here. We need that. That's. I wish we had that here.
Man,
on the West Coast period, it needs to be more.
Yeah,
we need to. We can't stop. just because we're able to get into other schools does not mean that we can't stop building our schools. And you also have to think about right now, it's a big, huge fight going on. It's going to the Supreme Court for what's
The
name?
debt relief.
No, I forget the
affirmative
name.
action. They was trying to take out affirmative action in the schools.
Action. They're trying to take
the
it from schools. So that's going to hurt. You would think, because I don't know the numbers. I don't know for sure how much, because they say affirmative action. A lot of people say it's helped white women more than anything. You know what I mean? Affirmative action hasn't helped us as much. But regardless, we want to have our own schools to make sure we are getting educated and we have the opportunities for us and Black kids to be able to get to and learn higher education, so we can be able to own and take care of our families better.
I agree.
And that's the mission always. So I think we did a better job this year. I like that we're going a lot more blue, man. I do. I like it a lot. And hopefully we can continue that. We got a problem with Biden student debt relief program. It's going to look like it's going through a lawsuit. So they're not accepting any more applications. People do not want this to go through. The companies want their money, and a lot of people don't want this. They're like, we paid for school, but your schooling wasn't $100,000 like it is now.
Right.
The school
you went to school in like 1970 and you paid $4,000 for
exactly
for 4 years.
It's $50,000 for 2 years now.
Right.
It's ridiculous. It's so bad, man. We have to do something about it. We need to attack them in the prices, because they're charging way too much.
They are.
It's a house to go to school.
Right.
Like, what the hell?
Right.
They're charging more than your salary that you're going to earn your first year out of college.
It's ridiculous.
Right.
It's gonna take you 10 years to pay it back.
And in some cases 20 years.
Right. Like, it's ridiculous. I should be able to pay off school while I'm still in school. And I should be able to work a little job and be able to pay that off. It shouldn't be a situation where I'm owing money until I'm 40 years old.
Right.
That's ridiculous. And anybody who's with this or think that's okay, man, you need to reevaluate. Student loan debt relief is blocked. The government website for student debt relief says courts have issued orders blocking our student debt relief program. As a result, at this time, we are not accepting applications. We are seeking to overturn those orders, this website says, referring to an appeal filed late Thursday by the Department of Justice. So hopefully, man, this can go through. It would give $10,000 in relief to borrowers who make under $125 a year, or $250,000 as a married couple, and $20,000 in relief to borrowers who meet the same salary standards and also receive Pell Grants for colleges, which are federal grants awarded to low-income families. So
it's aimed to help lower income people in the middle class.
People they don't want to help the poor. And believe it or not, people like $125,000. You're not rich.
Right. You really ain't.
I know you like that's a lot of money, but you still not rich, bro. $125,000.
You just barely living.
Yeah, barely making it. Yeah,
for real. They don't believe it, but
you ain't living La Vida Loca.
You're not rich, bro.
Right.
For real, you're not, because shit is expensive out here.
Exactly.
Maybe 20 years ago you would be straight.
Right.
You would be really nice, but now, yeah. Let's get into comic book corner here. Let's see.
Comic book corner.
Comic book corner.
Yeah. So if you want to sponsor Comic Book Corner, hit us up. We'll make it happen for you. This week we got a couple stories that was on HabariEntertainment.com. We got Deadpool 3 updates. Loki's Mobius will have a big role in the movie. So it looks like they're gonna do the time jumping thing, and the time variant from Loki's show may play a big part in Deadpool's movie, is what it's looking like. Been a lot of rumors this week, though, that, what I'm saying, it was a rumor that Taylor Swift would be in the movie. Then it's also a rumor that this would be Ryan Reynolds' last time playing it. I don't know how true these rumors are, but it's a lot of speculation going on.
If the rumor is true that this is Ryan Reynolds' last time,
then he would have to die in the movie, you would think.
Right.
Yeah.
Are they gonna murk him?
Exactly. Or are they gonna have him mentor or bring in somebody that's gonna take over his take over Deadpool.
You would have to kill the character because if he looked different, you know how people are.
Probably Gwenpool. I don't know. Probably not.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see.
Have it be his daughter that he had with old girl.
Yeah,
maybe something like that. We got Daniel Kaluuya. Is that how you say his last name? Kaluuya. He will voice Spider-Punk in Across the Spider-Verse. That's another story you can catch on HabariEntertainment.com.
There's one more after this. I don't know if you're going to say it or not, but go ahead.
What's one more?
Kevin Conroy.
Oh yeah, Kevin Conroy did pass away.
The voice of Batman.
He did. That's very sad news. You know,
he's in every.
I still watch the Batman animated series to this day because I just when I grew up, I was a little kid. That's what I like to watch. So
he was also the video games. He was in the
video games. Him and dude from Star Wars, man. They was, you know what I mean, they worked together for years and years doing.
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill. Yep. Doing a great job. He's still the voice of Joker to me, and dude definitely had embodied the voice of Batman for years, and definitely much respect for him, and rest in peace. So we hope to see the Spider-Verse movie. Hopefully Sony don't mess it up. That's the only one good thing that they have done since they had Spider-Man, pretty much, really.
They have another rumor that's about that too.
What's that?
So they're talking about the Tom Holland Peter Parker is supposed to be in this too.
Yeah, I heard that.
So they're going to talk about how if he can flip over to the animated side, Miles Morales can go to the live action.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. And he did supposedly, Tom Holland signed a new deal too to do more movies, to be into the Avengers movies,
into the verse.
and he's supposedly do 3 more Spider-Man movies.
I feel like Spider-Man right now is the best part of Marvel. To me.
Yeah.
I feel like he's like the whole best. You know what I'm saying? Storyline right now.
A lot of people say so.
So another thing I want to see is if like there's like the next Spider-Man movie. I don't want it to be like super big because with the last one, you know what I'm saying. I just want like how do I say this? A normal Spider-Man movie. So like I want like him and Daredevil just doing street crime.
Right.
Yeah. So all right, we talk about a little sports, man. We got Devin Booker becomes the 3rd youngest player in NBA history to score 1,000 3-pointers. That was pretty big. They lose to Orlando last night. I don't know how. I didn't really watch the game, so I can't say for sure.
I don't know how
they lose to these clowns. But I can't say what's dude named Pablo Pinchero. Pablo, dude's killing, man.
For real?
Yeah, man.
He's
looking like he's the rookie of the year right now.
Cole Anthony ain't doing nothing.
Well, I mean, Orlando looking decent, man, and your boy is he's killing. He's definitely going for the rookie of the year. I like his game. He's a big dude, you know what I'm saying, and shoot.
Dude, when he comes in the league.
Oh, you talking about the 7'2" dude that's in the G League? Yeah, he's gonna kill it.
He's tough.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. Let's get ready for we're gonna play the game here. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll come back and we'll play the trivia for the loop.
And we'll go into the hot mess too.
Let's do the hot mess right quick.
All right.
Now. Let's go and get it over with.
Now that's a hot mess. Get ready for the week's Hollywood hot mess with Iesha Rowan.
This week's hot mess is Mason Stapley. Mason was pulled over Thursday in Payson, Arizona for a DUI.
Mm-hmm.
And to the surprise of Payson PD, they found an owl in the passenger seat.
Hey, that's a weird pet.
Mason claims he purchased the owl at a gas station for $100.
I bought this owl cash, man.
Man.
At Circle K.
That's what I was just about to say. But no, it's not. They didn't specify which gas station it was.
Man, it was a Circle K, man.
It had to be.
Or 7-Eleven.
Yeah, it could have been. Them were pretty hood, too.
That's true. But Stapley was arrested for aggravated DUI, possession of meth, and possession of wildlife. Payson Police Department would like to remind the public that wildlife should remain wild, and it is illegal to possess, transport, buy, or sell wildlife unless expressly permitted.
I just want to know what he had planned for the night with meth and the owl.
Dude was high.
I
He
just
was
don't
high
know.
on meth.
I just don't know what he was planning.
Talking to owls.
Like, this my second pass.
I don't know.
Right. Let's take a trip.
This gets me in the HOV lane,
Now
homie.
that's a hot mess.
That's definitely a hot mess, man.
There's so many situations are going through my head with the owl and meth. Like, what? You had to plan this. This was a planned night for a couple of days.
Yeah, that's definitely crazy.
And what day was this on?
I think it was on Thursday.
That is not a Thursday thing to do. That is that is a Saturday night at best.
Let's take a quick break, man. We'll be right back.
Habari Entertainment Films present There's Only One Name for Noose with Damon and Iesha. Habari Live Podcast. Habari Entertainment, a race against time. On a quest for glory. Habari News Weekly, HabariEntertainment.com. Catch us for more. Visit us, HabariEntertainment.com.
All right, welcome back. Let's go ahead and end this off. We're gonna go ahead and get the trivia for the loot going. Let's see if I can find the button.
Let's get ready to play trivia for loot. Sponsored by
No one. If you would like to sponsor the segment or an episode, that is going to be info@habarientertainment.com.
Hit us up.
So, in trivia for the loot, there are a total of 10 questions.
Mm-hmm.
If you get 7 out of the 10 correct, we will donate to your charity of choice. All right? Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Question 1. In which style do dancers keep their arms behind their back or to the side and everything with their feet?
And they do everything with their feet?
And they do everything with their feet.
I think I know this.
In which style do dancers keep their arms
behind them and they do everything with their feet?
The rhythm, I know it. What's the style of dance?
Got my finger on the button.
Not fiddlers. Oh my God.
Let's get ready to.
I don't know it. God.
It's called Irish dancing.
Oh, and you're both wrong. That would be step dancing.
Oh, yeah. Step. That's what I meant.
That's what it's called?
Is it? It's called step
but
dancing.
But it's Irish, though. If you go somewhere doing it, they're going to be like, you Irish, right?
Oh, all right. Next question.
Oh, gosh.
How many foot positions are there in ballet?
Whoa.
I knew this was going to be a good one because I don't have no idea.
Whoa. They toes be messed up, bro.
Man, I would say 12.
10.
I'm going to say 3.
You are the closest. The answer is 5.
Yeah.
It's the positions, like when you see them do the curtsy, the ballet.
Yes.
See, I don't know that. My choreographers know that.
My guess is I was gonna say like 5. Yeah.
All right. In 1990,
Patrick
the video of the song "Achy Breaky Heart" by Billy Ray Cyrus made which type of dance become a global craze?
For white people. I just had to throw that in there. Sorry. I think I know the answer.
Line dancing?
There you go.
Line dancing is correct.
I had to do the dance in my head. I was like line dancing. Okay.
White people really thought they was doing something too. Yeah.
The next question is, which of the following dance styles did not originate in Cuba? Would it be the mambo, the tango, or the cha-cha-cha?
Oh.
I would say cha-cha-cha.
I'm going to say
I'm going with tango.
I'm gonna go with the tango.
That would be correct. It is the tango.
And I don't know how to dance.
Gotta hit you with the womp womp. I knew the mambo was from there because we just watched that a little while ago. Let's do it.
Originated from Trinidad and Tobago, soca is a form of dance characterized by the swinging of which body part?
Head.
I would say your arms.
I'm gonna say the hips.
It is correct. The hips.
Most definitely.
And the good. Go back to your Rihanna and your.
Yeah, man.
Because they good for that.
Yeah.
A big thing we learned about Trinidad and Tobago is like
they kept a lot of the Yoruba way of
a lot of traditions, African traditions from the slaves that came here. They came later to those places because they were doing sugar.
Yep.
So they kept a lot of the traditions that African Americans, we forgot. So if you look at Trinidad and Tobago, they're pretty much from the same places that we were taken from. And you look at their traditions.
Kept a lot of the traditions.
That's pretty much what we
we
would have been
had we continued.
Exactly. Okay. They knew a lot more because they came a lot later.
A lot later, yeah.
You know what I mean, and people don't realize that it's a good place to learn if you want to learn about what your culture may have been like.
Right.
It's a good place to go and learn Trinidad and Tobago because those people kept a lot of that stuff.
Aisha's questions be so random, and it's just
true or false. Eggplants grow on trees.
Told you, like we go from dancers to eggplants.
Oh my gosh, I should know this. I really should know this. Let me go back to my garden life. I'm going to say false.
Me too.
It is false.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too heavy. They're too big.
Yeah.
To grow on a tree.
I had a reliable source over here, so
I've had eggplants in my backyard because my garden, and I'm like, this is really heavy, and it was hanging down. Okay,
let's see. How much gardening do you know? Which of these is botanically a fruit? Would it be a carrot, an onion, or a jalapeno pepper?
Botanically.
I know.
Which of these is botanically a fruit?
I'm gonna go with carrot.
I'm gonna go with the jalapeno.
You know it's a jalapeno. You know that. See, that's why.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm the only one that really knows the answers.
No,
I create the trivia.
Yeah, she don't tell us.
No one else knows the answer.
I really don't.
He is correct. It is the jalapeno pepper.
I said jalapeno. I was like, okay, that's good to know. Okay.
It's the only one that has seeds out of them.
Yeah.
So they think anything that has seeds, they like it's a fruit.
Oh, that is true. Okay.
Which of the following countries touch the Pacific Ocean? Would that be Cambodia, Ecuador, or Belize?
Belize.
I have no idea.
Cambodia.
I'm gonna say Belize.
And you're wrong. That would be Ecuador.
Yeah. I do not know. Those are small islands, right? I'm good. I don't know. I just don't know geographically where they're located, those islands.
Right.
In Africa.
Like a lot of what? They're off the African coast?
Ecuador is in Africa.
It's an African out there. I didn't know that.
Yes, it is an African country.
You think I know every African country? Nico asked me that. I was like, bro, you got to get out of there. I don't know that.
All right. So here's the next question. Why do dogs like squeaky toys?
They're crazy. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, that is random, bro. I'm happy to agree with you, Jimmy.
Knows you.
Because that's random. Why the dogs?
Is it the vibration of the toy?
Is it the squeak of the toy?
I'm gonna guess maybe it's a massage of their mouth, the roof of their mouths.
Does it help trigger them?
No, but you're also close. It is because the squeaky toys mimic dying animals.
Oh, wow.
Dogs
when they
crazy.
chew the toy and they bite into it, it's like the animal is dying. So that's why they like the sound of the toy.
My new dog won't be getting no squeaky toy.
Hey, but they just remind you they're animals, man.
They are animals.
They ready to kill. That's what they do. They kill. They kill for a living. Cats are murderers. You're not even supposed to let them outside because all they kill for a living. That's all they do. They just as soon as they see something, they're like, how can I kill it?
Yep.
They just want to kill. They just murderers, dude. For real, dog.
Okay. Final question. Is it true or false? Cows moo with a regional accent.
What the hell?
What?
Southern cows moo. Northern cows a little more uppity.
False. I'm gonna go with false.
I'm gonna say true.
True.
That is true.
Yep.
It is true. They do move.
Me and
with
Uncle on a
regional
roll today.
accent.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Because you around the cows you around. You move how they move. And it's probably different.
Yeah.
In that area.
Yeah.
That ain't make no sense.
Yeah. No, it makes 100% sense to me.
He said you move how they move. What?
For real. I mean, if you come from Illinois
And cows.
and you wherever you come from, that's how you sound.
Yep.
Right.
You have a sound just from that. When you come here, I know I sound totally different than I did when I moved here. Just because you
could tell when I first moved here.
Phonetically, you just hear something different all the time.
Definitely, because I really had it bad when I first moved here.
Yeah, you was country as hell. Even when I met you, you've gotten a lot better.
But when we met, I had only been here for a year.
Right.
So I was still kind of real heavy with my accent. It really hadn't like over the years, it's not as strong as it was when I first moved here.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So another great show. We want to thank you, United Dance Team. We want them to make sure that they have a great future and everything going good for you, Miss Shay, Coach Shay. Can you tell us again how people can contact you and your website and everything?
You guys can contact us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All of it is United Dance Team. Our website is United Dance Team AZ.com.
Yeah, man. The beautiful website, a lot of information. Go to the site, join up. If you want to get into dance, help out. It's great for the community, especially if you're out there in Buckeye. You know what I mean? Contact her and make it happen. And thanks for another great show. We're about to go catch Black Panther. We'll take you into it next week. We'll talk about the show. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the movie, tell you what we thought. But other than that, peace out.
Holla, holla.
Bye. Hold on. I'm still
Thanks for watching another episode of Habari Live. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and get updates on news, the podcast, and more. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to visit www.habarientertainment.com. See you next week. Peace.